Alright, what we doing today?
A high temp and a curly top.
YouTube, what's going on? If you don't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's lock right in. As I say time and time in all my videos, a prepped head is always the best head to cut. That's why I'm ensuring that I'm picking throughout my client's entire head. I shampooed my client hair because I knew that we was gonna take it out, and like I said, a fresh head is also the best hair to cut too. Here I'm taking my number 6 guard, and I'm just trying to get everything down evenly. As you can see, his hair was uneven and he wanted to even, so I used my higher guard without eyeballing it, just chopping it down evenly. Let him know that I will be using my highest guard that's on my station. Some guys it might be an 8, some guys might be a 6. Me, I use a 6, ensuring that I'm chopping it down. I love this 6 on his head because the curls will be more defined within the hair. I apologize for my camera not auto-focusing right here, but it is what it is. You can still see. I truly apologize. Here I'm taking my Barber's X245s, and these are not my hitters. They could be my hitters. I can line up almost anybody with these. They're just creating the guideline. Here I'm freehanding, just shaping the head, because of course we took some of the bulk down, and I don't want to take too much down with a guard versus just freehanding. I'm level all the way open, fingers lifted, I'm going halfway. Just trying to create some detail. Just stay with me. I know I'm moving too fast on, but just stay with me. Level all the way closed, knocking out that line. Knocking out that line, yep. Just detailing. I'm taking my number 1 guard. He come get his hair cut like every week, so his hair don't really grow back as quickly. So it's not being safe with using a higher guard, knowing that the hair length might be under it. I use my 1 all the way closed, just so I can, I want to create some transition going up into the taper. Yeah, I'm using my 1/16, which is my 0.5. I decided on bringing the masses back out, man. I love how these things blend, man. I really do, man. Me personally, I buy clippers maybe like twice a month, and I gotta refrain from doing that because the clippers that I have already, which is the Style Crafts, the Barber's X245s, Black Label Masters, I feel like these, in my opinion, they are like good clippers, very great clippers. Here I'm shaping the back. We're gonna do the same steps that we did in the beginning. On his right side, our left. I'm just shaping the head. I don't want to take too much of the bulk off. As you can see, just shaping. I want this taper in the back to flush into the higher part of his hair. That's what I mean by freehand. That's all I'm doing. Brush it down. Now I could use my trimmer, but I'm just gonna level all the way closed because I already have my black labels in my hand. So that's what we're gonna do. Level all the way open. Yep, level all the way open. Look, man, we grinding, man. If you still here throughout this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. Turn that bell noti on. We're going halfway close right here. That little small blend coming together, still knocking off hairs. And I'm taking my number 1 guard. Level all the way open. Don't want to dig into this his hair, the bulk of the hair, because we didn't already shape it to our liking. Remember, you can always fix something if you don't take too much hair off. Now, if you take too much hair off, now you gotta wait 2 weeks to 3 weeks, a week, or whatever for the hair to grow back just for you to work. So try to inch off the hair instead of being so quick to debulk it with a guard that you might think that it works. There's nothing wrong with being on the safe side. Here I'm going level all the way open with my 1/16. Just get some detail, Just detail. That look good. That look good. Still shaping. Yup, still shaping. And like I said, I usually don't post like older clients on my chair, you know, with two-tone hair like this, but I thought that this video will pop out and stand out from the other videos. So as y'all know, this is my side. I do want to shout out Sha the Barber. Sha, I barely know how to work YouTube, but when I went down to my copyrights, for some reason he was there. He copyrighted, I mean, well, not copyrighted, but he reposted one of my videos and how he felt about my haircut. I take everything, like even on my channel with Chris, you know, I know how to take criticism, constructive criticism, positives, negatives. I'm still coachable in the game, man. I still watch videos and everything. And Sha, man, Sha came through for me, you know. Sha, I didn't think I was as recognized as I, you know, that I am. And I feel like Sha came through for me. Yesterday I was at a pool party, man, and one of the guys who was catering, he was like, man, listen, I don't get my hair cut by you, but shout out to one of Baltimore's, you know, top barbers. And like small stuff like that go unnoticed, in my opinion, but it's the people that keep you going. Like hearing stuff like that, that's what keeps me going. But like I said, time and time, it's consistency, man. Keep that consistency on your page and throughout all levels, man. Even with your timing and your being on time, you know, just the timing with your schedule, the timing with your work, the timing with a client being in your chair. You know, all that is based upon consistency. You know, and that's just my take on that. You know, but never stop working, man. So without further ado, let's lock right in it. Here I use my holding spray, and then as you can see, I'm swiping my hand down because I want to ensure that it's dry, which it is. And these things are my hitters. These things right here, these are my hitters, and I'm barely touching them. It's giving me that line that I want, that you know, that ash line that I want. As you can see, I'm just lightly tapping. I love the detailing lines, bro. Like the detailing lines, this just bring the cut together. You know, like I said, I told y'all time and time again, I'm not the best barber, but I've got videos on my channel that you can learn from. You know, here we go. Like you can see, no ash line, no holding spray, nothing. You know, and it's just hitting. Like these things are hitters. Like I set my own blade, modify, do whatever I gotta do to get them to be like this. A heavy-handed barber would not be able to use my trimmers simply because my trimmers are sharp and I know how to use them. Here I'm going my vertical bar. As you can see, my client is light, so the reflection of the light won't pop off for you to see the ash line, but that's okay. You know, I can still see it. As you can see, I'm just tapping and going. Like I love tapping goes. You know, I don't want to feel like I'm pulling the skin or dragging my blade. As you can see, it's not pulling his skin, it's just gliding right across his skin. That is the meaning of a zero gap blade, in my opinion. As you can see an ash line on this side, and that came together. I'm barely touching him. He's not irritated. You know, his skin not red or anything. Here I'm going in what, you know, waterproof enhancements. I started from 245 no drip, but you know, years ago, like 2 years, my second year, I stopped using no drip. But it's a great product. Like I love the product. Outside of that, though, if you guys ever wanted to stop using enhancements that you made yourself through the Kiss Express, you got 245, you got OG Walker, you got My Favorite Barber, you got brands out there now that's, you know, that's coming up too. So do your research. That's all I can say is do your research on what product works best for you. Here I'm using real hair fibers, which means it's gonna give the haircut a pop. It's not topic, it's not powder. I know a lot of barbers who use the powder. It give a good look, but me personally, I just like the more natural, realistic look. So that's why I'm using real hair fibers. As you can see, this came together. Beautiful, beautiful. Going in with my Barber Magic Pencil. Time and time again, it's like concealer when your girl done doing her eyebrows. And you know, she put the brown outlining on it. That's basically what we doing. We outlining the hairline. You know, whoever processed this was genius. I can tell you that they are a genius for even, you know, thinking of something like this. And like I said, I only been in the game for 3 years, and I feel like, you know, I feel like it's still things that I'm learning and that I might can invent later down in the line. But this right here, this is a masterpiece, man. It's a masterpiece. So shout out to whoever thought of that Barber Magic Pencil idea. Yeah, I'm not smearing it or smudging it. I'm just kind of like trying to blend it out without, you know, touching the hairline, but making sure that it, you know, pops the hairline. As you can see, this thing is popping. It's popping. So we're gonna tell them how you feel about it.
Oh, it's nice. It's sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Look a lot dimmer.
Okay, if you don't and you still here, please drop a like, a comment. Please subscribe to the channel. If you know any up and coming barbers, this page is for them. New barbers, old barbers, whatever barber you is, this page is for you. Never stop learning. Be consistent and thorough with your work. Be precise and detailed. I'm out.